Our next speaker is Ronda Welsh. As one of the top producing licensed realtors in Wichita at Keller Williams Signature Partners, Ronda is passionate about helping people buy and sell homes at prices they are proud of. Ronda is humbled by her experiences volunteering with natural disaster relief, particularly after devastating tornadoes. Ronda has lived in Kansas her entire life and loves everything about her home state. She can tell you all of the best kept secrets for dining, shopping, and fun activities. In her downtime, if she is not with her 4 grandchildren, you can find Ronda outside hiking, fishing, geocaching, or golfing. A round of applause for Ronda, please.
Picture the scene. Small town America, sun shining, birds chirping, children laughing and playing. This is where my formative years were spent, from birth to grade school. This happy, picturesque time took place in Thayer, Kansas. Population low 100, stop sign 0. And I lived with my mom, my dad, and my 3 younger siblings on Watermelon Road. They still have an annual watermelon homecoming, dubbing a watermelon king and queen. And as a child, I used to help my grandpa on Highway 169 with his watermelon stand. There were at least 2 of my cousins in every single grade from kindergarten to 12th grade in the same building. I was friends with all 8 of them, half of them being my cousins. Home at that time meant safety, security, and playing with the same children every day. Then, without consulting me, my parents decided to build a house and move. I went to my first new school in Mound Valley, Kansas. I made plenty of friends there in the short 6 months that I went to school there. Then, as I was getting settled in, I came home one day, and my mom had the car packed. And she told us 4 kids, grab a few items, we're leaving. We were leaving my dad, my new school, my new home, my new friends. The next 5 or 6 years are somewhat of a blur. Due to alcoholism and domestic violence with my mom's multiple husbands, we moved every 3 to 6 months. I went to like 9 or 13 different schools. The red houses don't even represent all the places that we moved. It could be in any moment at the night time. I would be deep sleep. I would hear my mom whisper as she tapped me on the shoulder, "Ronda, wake up, we have to move." The 4 of us would help my mom pack as much of a household as we could in a hurry and move, leaving behind toys, treasures, and not getting to say goodbye to my friends. That's when I started developing my superpower of making new friends, all the different schools I went to. That's when I started realizing that when you have a superpower of making new friends, home can be anywhere and everywhere that you choose to. I really missed my friends that I left, but I also had great excitement wondering who I was going to meet at the next school. As my superpower grew stronger, I could make friends faster. I remember clearly the day that we drove into Wichita on Kellogg for the first time. Small town girl, I was in awe of the big lights, not even just stop signs, stoplights too. And BTK was on the radio. They were talking about him. He was a serial killer, killing at the time. My superpower did not let me down. Even though my class number went from 8 to 800, I was still able to make friends very quickly. I went to 3 different schools in Wichita. However, even though we still moved sometimes in the middle of the night, I could still keep my mom safe because we were in a bigger city and we could move and not be found. So I've cultivated a great number of friends in Wichita as an adult. And one time, about 10 years ago, I was asked to move for a job, and it felt like a 100-year-old tree just being ripped out by its roots. So I didn't move. It's no wonder that with my abstract idea of what home is and my superpower being making friends, it's no wonder that my career is helping people buy and sell houses. Also, since I didn't have a traditional home growing up, coupled with living in Tornado Alley my whole entire life, that's what created my passion and helping with natural disaster relief cleanup after tornadoes mainly. I have experienced such a wonderful, powerful community of volunteers helping people. When we're taking their home down to the ground and the pieces to the curb to be hauled off, they just want to hear their stories or have their stories be heard. It's really powerful, and I feel very blessed to be able to do that with so many volunteers. When a tornado comes in the middle of the night, it's not a whisper. It slams into your world, and it takes everything away in an instant. Now, I am really happy and blessed that I get to celebrate all of my friends from the past, the present, and the future at my annual pool party. And I really, really have great gratitude and appreciation for all of my friends. Anywhere and everywhere can be home if you have a superpower of making new friends.